What is the main problem with traditional time management systems? Traditional time management systems are often based on a patriarchal model that prioritizes efficiency and optimization above all else. This approach doesn't consider the unique needs and experiences of women, who are often expected to juggle multiple roles and responsibilities. These systems often lead to feelings of overwhelm and burnout, especially for women. What is the plan system, and how is it different? The plan is a new approach to time management that prioritizes integration and wholeness. It's an acronym that stands for Prepare, Live, Adjust, and Notice. Instead of trying to optimize every aspect of your life, the plan encourages you to focus on what matters most in your current season and adjust your plans accordingly. This approach is more flexible and forgiving, and it allows you to be more present and engaged in your life. What are the 3 mindsets that are essential for effective preparation? The 3 mindsets for preparation are: not everything can matter. Prioritize what's truly important and let go of the rest. A plan is an intention, not pass-fail. Don't be afraid to deviate from your plan if necessary. External solutions will not solve internal problems. Address the root cause of your problems, rather than just trying to fix the symptoms. How can I better connect with and honor my current season of life? First, acknowledge that life is a series of seasons, each with its own unique challenges and opportunities. Embrace the season you're in, even if it's not ideal. You can make your season more manageable by making it smaller and naming what matters to you exactly where you are. This allows you to focus your energy and resources on what's most important right now. What role does noticing play in the plan system? Noticing is about paying attention to what's happening in your life without judgment. Notice your energy levels, your emotions, your physical sensations, and your surroundings. This awareness will help you make better decisions about how to spend your time and energy. Remember to notice with kindness, focusing on staying grounded rather than just staying on task. How can I adjust my plan when unexpected events occur? When life throws you a curveball, remember to match your expectations to the energy you're willing to give. Don't try to do too much when you're feeling depleted. Now isn't forever. A temporary adjustment doesn't mean you're giving up on your long-term goals. You're allowed to change your mind. Don't be afraid to reevaluate your choices and make changes as needed. How do periods and hormones impact time management for women? Women's hormonal cycles can significantly affect their energy levels and productivity throughout the month. Understanding and working with these natural rhythms, rather than fighting against them, can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Don't judge your daily productivity against an idealized standard that ignores these fluctuations. How can understanding my personality improve my time management? Your personality influences how you naturally approach planning, adjusting, and noticing. Identify your strengths and weaknesses in these areas. Embrace your natural inclinations, but also work on developing the skills that may not come as easily. This self-awareness allows you to create a time management system that truly works for you. Why is it important to tend to the necessary before it becomes urgent? Constantly reacting to urgent matters leads to stress and feeling overwhelmed. By proactively addressing necessary tasks before they become urgent, you gain control over your time and reduce the feeling of constantly playing catch-up. This shift in perspective allows for a calmer and more intentional approach to daily life. What is the Today framework, and how can it help me manage my day? The Today framework is a tool to help you focus and prioritize based on your current energy level. There are 2 versions. High energy today. Think, what needs to be done? Outwardly focus. What can I accomplish? Decide what matters most. Ask, what can I delegate or eliminate? Yes, what can I enthusiastically say yes to? Low energy today. Tender, what needs gentle care? Output, what is a realistic amount to achieve? Delegate, what can I ask for help with? Accept, what limitations do I need to acknowledge? Yes, what can I say yes to, even with limited energy? Using this framework, you can tailor your approach to each day, ensuring you're maximizing your productivity while honoring your well-being. What is the Lighten the Load framework, and how can it help me create a better to-do list? The Lighten the Load framework helps you declutter your mind and create a more manageable and effective to-do list. It consists of 4 steps. Make it visible. Do a brain dump to get everything out of your head and onto paper. Focus on tasks that overwhelm you, lack a plan, or you genuinely want to do. Make it matter. Assign significance to each item. Decide what is genius, deserving your best effort, and what is lazy, can be done with minimal energy. Make it smaller. Break down large projects and chaotic tasks into smaller, actionable steps. This makes them less daunting and easier to tackle. Make it happen. Organize your list in a way that works for you. Options include by urgency now, soon, later, never mind, energy level, what's in the tank, task similarity, altogether now, or simply picking one task, pick one. How often should I go through the entire Lighten the Load process? It's recommended to go through the entire process no more than once a month. This ensures your to-do list reflects your current priorities and prevents you from feeling overwhelmed by constantly reevaluating everything. Why is it important to plan my week, and how can I do it effectively? Planning your week provides structure and helps you prioritize what matters. It allows you to get dressed for your week by choosing activities and tasks that align with your energy levels and goals. You can use visuals. Imagine your week like a yard. Flags represent fixed commitments. Chairs are for intentional rest, and bunting is for flexible tasks that fill in the gaps. Organize by deadlines. Place tasks on specific days, starting with the most important ones. Batch similar tasks. Group activities like errands, phone calls, or emails to increase efficiency. Personalize. Factor in your needs and energy levels. Be flexible and adjust based on your menstrual cycle or other personal factors. What are some key tips for planning a month or season? When planning for a longer period, take a holistic approach. Look back. Reflect on the previous month or season. What worked well? What could be improved? Name what matters. Identify your priorities for the upcoming period, considering your energy levels, schedule, and personal needs. List your have-tos. These are the non-negotiables, both practical and self-care related. Identify your hope-tos. These are the things you'd like to do but are not essential. Put tasks in place. Schedule specific activities and tasks in your planner or calendar. What is a someday list, and why is it helpful? A someday list is a collection of goals, dreams, and aspirations you'd like to pursue in the future. It's a lighter and less pressure-filled alternative to a traditional bucket list. By creating a someday list, you allow yourself to dream big without feeling overwhelmed by immediate action. How can I practice checking in to ensure I'm staying on track with my lazy genius plan? Regular check-ins are crucial for staying aligned with your priorities and adjusting as needed. There are several ways to check in. Daily. Prepare in the morning, adjust midday, and notice at the end of the day. Weekly. Reflect on the past week and plan for the next, incorporating the Today framework and Lighten the Load techniques. Monthly. Seasonally. Review your progress, assess your priorities, and make adjustments as needed. Heartbeat check-in. For immediate grounding, use a quick mindfulness practice to prepare your body, adjust your mind, and notice the present moment. Remember, the lazy genius way is about finding what works for you. Experiment with these tools and strategies to create a personalized system that helps you live a more intentional and fulfilling life. What should I do when I feel overwhelmed by my to-do list? It's normal to feel overwhelmed when your to-do list seems never-ending. First, take a deep breath and remember that you're not alone. The key is to prioritize what truly needs to be done now. Use the now, soon, later, never mind method to categorize your tasks. By focusing on the most urgent items, you can free up mental space and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Remember, it's okay to let some things go, especially if they're impacting your well-being. How can I handle plans that fall apart? Disappointment is natural when plans don't work out, but don't let it derail you. Remember that plans are intentions, not guarantees. Instead of dwelling on the failure, focus on pivoting. Adapt to the new situation and adjust your course. See this as an opportunity to learn and grow. Revisit your planning process to see if any adjustments can be made for future plans. What are some tips for saying no when I struggle with it? Saying no can be difficult, especially when we want to help others. Here are 3 strategies. Decide on a blanket no. Choose a category of requests you'll automatically decline for a specific period. Separate the task from the person. You can value someone without agreeing to every request. Similarly, separate the task from your self-worth. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. You can't be everything to everyone. Accepting this truth brings freedom and prevents burnout. How do I deal with feelings of guilt? Guilt can be persistent, especially for women who often face unrealistic expectations. Remember that the goal is integration, not perfection. Strive for a balanced life that includes self-care and acknowledges that you can't do everything. When guilt arises, ask yourself if you've genuinely done something wrong. If not, release the guilt. If you have, take steps to repair the situation. What can I do when I feel I have no support or help? Feeling alone in managing life's demands is incredibly draining. Even if you lack traditional support systems, take small steps to find connections. Consider joining a group related to your interest or situation, for example, mom groups, professional organizations. Utilizing freelance services to free up your time. Reaching out to friends or family for virtual or in-person connection. Remember that help doesn't have to be all-encompassing to be valuable. Even small acts of support can make a difference. How can I overcome a lack of motivation? If you lack the desire to do something that doesn't truly matter, let it go. If it does matter, consider reframing the task in a more positive light. Focus on the benefits or the meaning behind it. If you struggle with task initiation, start incredibly small. Break down the task into tiny steps. Don't aim for completion, just get started. How can I manage constant fatigue? If possible, take a 17-minute nap to reset. If that's not feasible, consider evaluating your daily activities to reduce overload, assessing your sleep quality and exploring potential improvements, incorporating regular, restful sleep, even if it means adjusting your bedtime occasionally. Remember, rest is essential, not a reward. Prioritize daily rest to prevent burnout. How can I cope when I wish things were different in my life? It's natural to desire change, and it's okay to acknowledge those feelings. When you find yourself wishing for something different, remember these points. Your desire for change reflects your care and values, which is positive. Good things are present in your life right now, even amidst challenges. Focus on those positives. Practice the heartbeat check-in to ground yourself and cultivate self-compassion. You can be honest about your struggles while also appreciating the good that exists.